it was like, at the end of the day, I think Sarkodie is a hip hop artist, and looking at most of the songs too is about being hip hop and all that. So I think it's normal song. It's like normal album. It's no, I think, really big compared to, let's say, Burna Boy and Davido and this kind of other artist album. But it's cool.
Coachella is around 5 or I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, the gospel that you just said is not the last one.
But I know crowd, the man says one team. Of course, you've heard Coachella. And what music category are you going to put Coachella?
Boss,
of course, see, about 90% of that Coachella, the production, 90% of all those elements were highlight driven, including the hook that was used in the song.
Whatever you do constantly is what comes on your mind. I would have said a certain show, but this is a different show. So one plays Zoom. Normally, if you frequent this channel, you will know that my two gentlemen, they don't have to meet. There's always fire when they meet. Inferno, a blast when they meet. But I'll calm them down with their position right now. It seems they are in a no pressure demeanor. So let me ask them about no pressure. How are they listening to it? What have they heard? How are they even liking it? Was it worth postponing? Was it worth all the hype or not? I want to hear them. Then we'll have conversations. There's so many stories around Sarkodie. You know, right now he's the man of the moment. So obviously, all the news, it goes and comes back to Sarkodie. But let me take their opinion on the no pressure. This is One Play Zoom. I'm Tiliyaki Enipa, and your comment section is for you. Tell us what you feel. If this man upset you like he will upset me on this show, please write another comment section. I really want to know. Roland, your birthday. How did you chop the birthday?
Yeah, the birthday I chop. First of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you to everybody. The best wishes, Charlie. The gift, the treats.
Hey,
oh,
treats, Bemu.
In fact, I think on my birthday, because I traveled to Cape Coast. And I spent my entire weekend at Cape Coast now. Sunday and the baby Wakra. So it was fantastic. We are still celebrating. We are still in the birthday mood now, Kasa. We are still in the mood now to this weekend. And I think this weekend we are flying again out of Accra. So you know, can we?
Did you get Jara for your side?
Oh, it depends on what is Jara for you. I did not get Jara, but I got some Jara.
Nice. Okay. Since we are talking about Jara, then let's talk about No Pressure. How has it been? Like a general review, not specifics.
Oh, I think so far so good. Well, I for one wasn't expecting so much from Sarkodie. Maybe people are disappointed. I know some people are disappointed, but for me, I am not so disappointed. Like, I am not even surprised at how things are going with regards to the album.
How are things going?
The review, of course, Sarkodie did not meet some people's expectation, which is of course allowed in the industry. This is a creative piece, and excuse me to say, what might make sense to me might not make sense to you, or what might make sense to you, vice versa, would not be for me. So it is understandable. All views are welcome, but to me, I think so far so good. This is what I was expecting from Sarkodie, and he delivered it on the silver platter, Jara, as he called it.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Who watch it?
I do.
That's nice. I like the way you trimmed your hair.
Why you saw me over the weekend?
I don't think it now you've combed your hair, because I'm now seeing your zigzag proper. How are you? How was your? Oh yeah, you ate my food on the weekend, so we won't ask.
Hey,
No pressure.
You said I ate your food. You need to be specific. Like this kind of food.
No pressure. This guy.
It's food.
No pressure. Really? That is where the conversation was.
But you said he ate your food.
So it needs to be.
Yes, even Sister Debbie sang a song. Come and eat my apple.
He ate fufu that was given to him by OneplayAfrica as an appreciation. Only he had terry chicken, which upsets me. So
over kind of crap.
What's up?
Cool.
Are you okay?
Like a day form.
Tell me the form where you are the move. How is it like being part of something that's is big like that?
Oh, I think the feeling is good because right after yesterday when the channel, even before like last week when we started putting out pictures.
It confused me, right after yesterday, before last week.
No, I'm coming to like I wanted to for the when the channel went live yesterday, but even before that we started putting on some pictures like last week there for people to be aware that the channel will be live on Sunday and all that, and the kind of expectation that we're expecting it to be, and it was that. And even yesterday, like from the morning to till 3 o'clock, the way the expectation was like we're expecting something big and something. Then at the end of the day, to I think the whole management from Baba Sadiq, Ricky, Eddie, Ezekiel, and all the big boys behind it, able to deliver. And from last night to this morning, even this when I was leaving the house, if you check social media, the kind of response that was coming is positive. I believe now 3 Music TV is here to stay, and Urban Entertainment Channel, now official TV Urban Entertainment Channel, do that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll push Ghana music
It's
and
dope.
even Africa as a whole.
I like the urban touch to it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's for the youth.
that's dope. What you guys did with the award shows that urbanization will many so more.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping you can get something.
Yeah, creativity and graphics. Creativity and fireworks and everything.
In fact, if I think I was at the office of 3 Music, I was privileged to be at the office before the channel went on live, and when you listen to some of the conversations going on in the house, and Charlie, see that TV station they play about 4 videos now more host of Obi the pressure.
Charlie.
I wish I could spill some beans, but
oh no.
Wait, the pressure is coming. You see that BGMA 3 Music Awards pressure. Sarkodie says no pressure, so no pressure. Continue, please.
Hey boys, what artist? Yes, I know. No one raise expectations. Start.
No, but it's not by expectation, but
it's about what?
It's about the people behind it and the vision. You see, when you go to some organization, there are some people that I'm the boss. If I speak, nobody speaks again. Whatever that comes to my mind, that's what I would deliver. So nobody has the power to say, yo, let's do it this way. But if you come to 3 Music, even the young ones, they can even tell the CEO, which is Baba said that, Baba, I think we should do it this way, we should that way.
But see, that procedure, it works.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm buying into what you are saying because it works. Like, sometimes bouncing off ideas to the old people, they don't see clear. Ask a random person, they'll clean and be busy. Sometimes things they can tell you or something even out of their ignorance, no, can be what to probably save the thing you are doing.
Yes.
So I just like the part that they involve even the younger ones, and yo, people go for it. It's big.
But on the real, I think the coming up of 3 Music TV is very good for our entertainment system, because and we all know how monopoly sometimes destroys some people's chances, of making it. And sometimes when we have diverse ways of achieving the same thing, it also creates that liberal environment whereby people are able to flourish or even come up, no matter how little or how obscure corner they even find themselves. And it is good. Yes, I know people will see this to be, especially with what I said earlier, people will see it to be, Charlie, there's an agenda somewhere. But if you look at the bigger,
there's always agenda.
Oh, that one there. Everybody, nobody. Obi and BBI without interest. You understand? So yes, as for the agenda, there is there. But when you look at the bigger picture, you would know that yes, since it is good for us to have different kind of ways in achieving the same goal. Because at the end of the day, if I am an artist and I can't afford TV A, at least I know I can afford TV B, which maybe they might not give me the same response that A would give me, but at least they will give me something that I will also be satisfied. You understand? So yes, I think it is good. It is going to create healthy competition and also break monopoly in the system.
And I also think maybe it's good for the young ones, because now we have 4 solid entertainment music channels, which is 3 Music, Foresight, Xylophone, and Bright TV. So as a young artist,
Was Xylophone music channel?
Oh, they play more music.
Oh yes, they do now.
Okay, well, I found out about me Go TV soon to me. I never really used to watch it that much.
Oh, okay. So I think with that, it will even help the young artists more, because now if I do music, I know I can I can spread my promotional package like 2 or 4 channels where they'll give me that massive airplay, which at the end of the day, it will give me some great response. Unlike previously, like someone will take them to one channel. So if people doesn't have access to watch that channel, it means the song is not going. But now, different ways. So I think it's good for the young artists.
It makes sense. It makes sense, and I like the way the young people, that is you myself, are on board with it. It means there's something they are doing that appeals to us. So that is congratulations to all of you. Now let's talk No Pressure. Hey, you've spoken No Pressure.
We've spoken about No Pressure.
Good one. Good. Hey, into side topic now, mo
no, he spoke about No Pressure. I didn't.
Hey, we didn't talk about it. How are you feeling?
Oh, but it's good. It was like, at the end of the day, I think Sarkodie is a hip hop artist, and looking at most of the song twists about being hip hop and all that. So I think it's normal song. It's like normal album. It's no, I think, really big compared to, let's say, Burna Boy and Davido and this kind of other artist album. But it's cool. It's cool.
What was so special about African Giant?
I think African Giant, I think with in terms of production and promotion.
I don't know what kind of TM.
No, this one, maybe Mama.
I don't know what kind of
This was not. It was an unplanned conversation, but since you brought it up, let's have it, because you are saying that Sarkodie there's no pressure. It be normal, not as compared to. I didn't want the comparison to travel that far, but you brought it up. What is different about? What is special, or what is that touch that Burna Boy's album has that Sarkodie's album does not have?
You see, Burna Boy album was, let's say...
Have you listened to the Burna Boy album?
Yes.
Have you listened to the Sarkodie album?
Yeah.
How many songs on it have you listened to?
Sarkodie's album. Also, I think I've listened to almost like 9.
9 out of how many songs on the list?
16.
Okay. Should we have this conversation with him?
Oh no, I think we should, but you see, because of course
let him build his point.
He has listened to majority of the songs.
Okay, then let him build
album,
his point. Sweetie, what is different from this?
So, I believe with Sarkodie's production, it's cool, but at the end of the day, comparing the production to Burna Boy's African Giants, you could realize that the African Giant production was more of international standard to me. It's catches the international appeal, and it's also with the kind of Afrobeat that he portrayed in the song, and also like speaking about like the African rhythm, like African style, telling the world about Africa, which I believe at the end of the day, if you look at this people, this foreign market, they always want to get something new from our region to them, for them to know something new. But if you look at the hip hop star, they are into the hip hop, they're already there. So if you are bringing hip hop to their markets,
Sarkodie is bringing it where?
To their markets.
Okay, then I have to ask you, what was the aim of, or the target of the African Giant album, and what have you heard Sarkodie say as the aim of the No Pressure album? They will know how to advance this
African Giant album, he was target Grammys.
Okay, which is why he did what?
The album.
Okay, and then Sarkodie has said he was targeting what?
And Sarkodie, we don't need Sarkodie to tell us that I'm targeting Grammys or BET. Looking at his caliber of art, he's been in the game for 10 years now. Now, like, he's now focused on the international market, being recognized out there for what he has done. So even every project that Sarkodie does, from even right from the highest album to Black Love to this, you could see that he was like his main aim is Grammys or the international platform.
No, it's not true. That is not true.
Oh.
Now he spoke. There's an interview right here that we can play for you.
Oh,
he said,
you see, as for the company, can say, "Oh, I'm not targeting it," but within them, that's their aim.
No, but you can't say what is within somebody when he hasn't said. We
You
can't.
see,
We are not.
You see, there are some people.
We are not X-ray machines.
No, you see, sometimes you don't need to expect something from someone like, okay, I want this, before you can believe this is what the person is looking for. But per the person's action, and even you could say, okay, the person start getting this thing.
Do you know some of the producers that worked on the No Pressure album?
The No Pressure album, is it
Like,
not?
mention like 3 producers that worked on it for me.
Posse G?
Producers.
Oh yes, Posse G.
And then?
Emoji. And this, I've forgotten, the guy who produced the Jara song. I've forgotten his name. And they are normal, to me, if Sarkodie wants to go out there, I believe sometimes he can need to contact some of
and some of the producers that worked on what's his name? African Giant.
Like that's what has beat my mind. I have to, but I believe, but from like what I remember is that most of the producers were even more based in.
Yeah, but I'm coming away. If you say Sarkodie is a hip hop artist,
Yes.
why do you want him to do sounds that Burna Boy would do?
I'm not saying he should do sound that Burna Boy would do.
Or productions that Burna Boy would do.
But not the same as, but you can do a standard hip hop production that will get attention.
Do we have African hip hop sound? Because if you agree that the person is a hip hop artist,
yes,
and you are saying that what he's taking to the market, by the way, BET, is it a Ghana project?
No.
But then Sarkodie was a hip hop artist. He was able to win something at the BET.
You see, BET, they have a category for African artists. And Grammys.
So does the Grammy.
Yes.
I mean the world music.
Yeah. The Grammy is, what's the name? World music. So it means they're taking it from different regions. So it means, what are you bringing?
What is the world music sound like?
The world music should sound something. It should sound something like which.
No, I'm saying the world music sound. You know, how does it sound? I mean, if you say African music, because right now Afrobeat and those things are the leading ones now. We know how it can sound. So if I am doing my song, I know I want it to sound like this because it can read like Burna Boy did with his album. So I want to just ask, how does the world music category sounds like, so that we can see that maybe going forward, Sarkodie can do a sound that sounds like it, because anybody to me are passive for.
The truth of the matter is
I want you to wrap up so that.
You see, when it comes every region and how their sound. Okay. If you come to Africa, we have our sound, which is the drums and the guitar in it. If you go to Europe, they also have their sound, the way they play their music, their instrumentations. If you go to South America, they have different. If you go to the North America, Asia, and all that.
Now Ghana,
Ghana is not the drums and the guitars in it, because that's what we derive from High Life. Then we say that the High Life is from us.
And you haven't heard anything like that in Sarkodie's album?
Oh. Like that, so from what I've listened, the 9 songs that I've listened to it.
You haven't heard any from that? Okay. So let's go.
I think you asked the last question you asked was about how does the world sound look like. The truth of the matter is that there is nothing like a world sound.
No, he is saying that because of the point he made initially.
Yes,
that's why I'm asking
that's why I want him to understand that there's nothing like a world sound, okay? So
I mean world music
sound. Yeah,
like
world music sound. But then people's sound from their various regions are being appreciated on the world platform. Just like an Olympic Games or a World Cup tournament. Of course, different teams come with different styles on the field of play to just show whatever they are made of. That's all. So the moment if you are able to that is when yours will be much appreciated than the other person. But then I think most people that are bashing Sarkodie with regards to this No Pressure album, I don't know, but
first of all, is there a fair comparison comparing Sarkodie's album to Burna Boy album and making the finish goal or the goal post Grammy?
That I'm not kind of like it sounds very funny to me. You see, because for you to compare Sarkodie's No Pressure album to Burna Boy's Grammy, African Giant, okay. Let's ask ourselves. Let's put these two artists in question on board. How many albums does Sarkodie have now? Sarkodie have more than 5 albums. Okay?
This is a studio recorded album.
And how many does Burna Boy have?
Burna Boy
about 3, right? You understand? So, and you know that the more you grow in the game, the more you discover yourself, and the more also you want to evolve. Sarkodie, prior to the release of this album, have explained vividly how he even feels bringing this album, his expectation with regards to this album, and what even went into the production of this album. Sarkodie has always said that he's been a hip-hop artist from day one. To me, if you should ask me, I think the No Pressure album is the real Sarkodie. That wasn't Sarkodie. If you want to know who Sarkodie really is as an artist, this is Sarkodie. Forget Mary album, forget Highest, forget whatever he has released. This is Sarkodie.
Do you know when you know the true nature of a person? It's when you give the person money and power. That is when you are going to see who that person is. Check everybody. See the politicians when they are given power and resources. Look at how they behave. And when they are looking for it, how they behave. They will come to your locality, pound fufu with you. But when they get the power, that is when you know that they even have loans for getting extra V8 to their fleet of cars. Okay. It is normal. You see, Sarkodie now has power, now has money, has control over the industry, kind of. That is why we are seeing Sarkodie, how he, like, Intinyemu says Sarkodie kita cigar. Sarkodie has been smoking no be today.
Hey, how did you?
Oh, brother, sister. I said that person. You see, but then you see, Sir Hangana ne when you move from the first album, second, third. Now was a process he was going through. Now he has it. I'm not saying Sarkodie is comfortable, therefore there is no room for him to even dream big or aim high like the Grammys, the Burna Boy.
Where high is what?
Like where
that is the point.
Because
you believe that Grammy is the biggest for Sarkodie or for all the artists in the world.
But then,
the question is that his biggest?
Sometimes it will shock you that somebody's biggest achievement would be him discovering himself, and that would be all.
Because you can't say because Burna Boy has won a Grammy and Nicki Minaj has not won a Grammy, Burna Boy's album is better than a Nicki Minaj album.
You see, that is the comparison. I don't want to know.
It's also from the region that they are coming from.
And when you say, wait, Ibas, and when you say that, even with
is Burna Boy coming from Ghana?
Wait, no. even with when you make that comparison, even with regards to production and even choice of song, I think it is neither here nor there, because if you've listened to Sarkodie's No Pressure album, of course you will find Afrobeat in there, you will find gospel in there, which has about 70% of its production driven from high life. Unless you are not listening to it with a technical ear.
What do pay a number saying in the listening? Because
but
to number 9, they are only
but even if we do number 9, Coachella is around 5 or I think 4 or 5.
The gospel that I just said is not the last one.
But I know the man says one team. Of course, you've heard Coachella. And what music category are you going to put Coachella? Of course, see, about 90% of that Coachella, the production, 90% of all those elements were highlight driven, including the hook that was used in the song. It is a one no. So if you say that Sarkodie, of course, majority of the songs in there were hip hop, but it was hip hop made in Ghana. Mind you, we are claiming high life. If you really look at the origination of high life, the strengths and all that, most of them were things we adopted outside, which we've added our own twist to it. And that is what world music is about. Nigerians take our Afrobeat, Azonto and all that. They took our Afrobeat, made it whatever, gave it a different name because they wanted to claim it. In the same way, Ghanaians have also adopted sounds from other continents, other regions, added our own twist to it, and just changed the name. Hip life. What is hip life about? Hip life is about Kasahari. What is Kasahari? Kasahari has to do with rap, talking in a speed form. It is rap. It is rap. You see, you just have to add your own. Do it in a way that will suit you and just give it a name. Burna Boy says African Giant. Most of the Burna Boy's production, you can't say that were originals. It is not true. We know about 90%.
Where originals are?
Wait, about 90% of whatever Burna Boy produced in his African Giant song were fella sound driven.
Oh yeah.
You understand? So you should know where it is coming from. So if Sarkodie says he is a hip hop artist and he is bringing an album to suit the level and standard he is now, of course you expect him to come as a hip hop artist and add the rest like the high life and the Afrobeat or the gospel as a plus, because he now, Sarkodie, wants you to know that yes, I was a hip hop artist, but because na condemn na me peska, na me pay attention, I had to give you guys what you wanted,
which is why he had the likes of Mary, highest, friends saying, they're all producing early ones, forgotten the name. Rapaholic, which is why he had, Sarkodie. You see, that Rapaholic album like this and the Sarkodie, now most of them had these speed raps, which was, you could clearly see, say,
roll it tight and update the type, maybe.
Wow. A company but see and a company he wants to show you saying a Sarkodie time now or rapper or Dr. Dan can show you. So this is how he was dreaming himself to be. Sisia wenya, of course, onye ni ni sike ni mpa ebo nyepe. Okwa sorry da also onye ni bompa de ni na pe onye ni na ye me bom me se bompa. Osike ni. Hello Father in heaven. I want $5 million by the close of this week. Bless me, bless my life.
Okay, so we are wrapping up. Gentlemen, drop your social media handle.
So it's Mr. Anan everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also in communication on Facebook.
Charlie, one day I hope Sarkodie will feature Queen Darling on the gospel side of one of his albums.
Oh, very soon.
That's nice.
So, of course, we just unveiled the nominees for this year's Ghana Event Awards last Friday at the Silver Star Towers. Therefore, your favorite events are in there.
Last Friday?
Yes, on the 30th.
Hey, you did another event, he didn't call me. Hey, I thought we were blooders. Okay, continue. You know, brothers or blooders.
Yeah, blood.
Continue.
So of course, your favorite events have been nominated on. They are all garnered for your vote, so you should make it a point to vote for them. The short code are on event guides pages. You can find a short code and vote for your favorite events. My name is Roland Amate, and of course, the mother company is Event Guide Africa. But you can also follow me on all social media platforms, Roland Amate.
Okay, OneplayAfrica. Once you are here, if you came here by mistake, on purpose, you click the link, subscribe if you haven't. Once you are done subscribing, press the bell icon that will show up after subscribing, and then press all because you don't want to miss any of our content. Please, I'm Tilly Kenipa. You can follow me on all social media platforms. But this show, your comments are so welcomed. So drop your comments because I really need to know your comment. This man, I know you have hit for him. Give him hit, oja. And if you have hit for him to give him the hit, please, if there's anything you have to do, do it now.
One play. Add class to your music.